Sean todos bienvenidos a esta nueva serie que comenzará hoy.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she
Por favor,
asked.
Reynardo.
Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities.
Wow.
Then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off.
No.
The Ravens had come back with dropships.
Sapo.
The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him. The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Oh, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Vamos, Reynardo. Manténle para moverse. Proteger a Peter o Peter. Vamos, Reynardo.
The two
Protege a
ravens
Peter.
were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey,"
Rico conejito.
Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The ravens cawed and rushed at him.
Vamos, ataca. Ataca, ataca, ataca. El conejo dice: cuando un enemigo está a punto de atacar, contrarresta. Perfecto, lo tengo. O sea, cuando está a atacar, lo contrarrestamos en la dirección en que nos ataca. Y con el este. Bien, Reynardo. Y nuestro amigo Peter.
A dropship flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
Mantén X para agarrar, L para apuntar, X para avanzar. Listo.
Oh, right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the skyship docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. "Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels, or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere, and neither are you." "Try and stop me," laughed the kid. "I bet you don't even have a hero sword." And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot.
Pero
He had
tenía
guts.
gallas
Where was Reynardo going to get a hero sword?
de un héroe.
Ore and wind essence? That sounds about right.
Y justo
I'll
un
need a
taller al
workshop,
lado.
though. Perfect.
Espadas. Forja de espadas. Este es el menú de forja de espadas. Aquí puedes crear y actualizar poderosas espadas mágicas. Reúne los materiales de los cofres esparcidos por Bóreas. Siguiente. Nivel actual del poder de la espada. Y el poder especial de la espada elegida. Ya. Poder especial de la espada elegida es un nivel. Ya. Recursos.
A hero sword. QED.
Espada de héroe. Espada de vacío. Firestorm. Winterthorn. Se puede mejorar.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook and she'd laughed at Renado's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
Solo el niño. Peter, ¿dónde estás, Peter?
He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. White-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you! Cute, said Renato. Oh, ravens.
Ravens. Es hora de atacar a los cuervos. Listo.
It was time to talk some sense into the kid. He took his way across the ledge and chased the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. Damn it. Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Recordar viejas habilidades. Aptitudes. Cada vez que alcanzas un nivel también ganas un punto de aptitud. Gasta tus puntos de aptitud en los altares diseminados por Bóreas para adquirir nuevas poderosas habilidades o para actualizar las existentes. Hay 4 grupos de habilidades. Cuantas más verdaderas descubras, más grupos desbloquearás. Info de aptitudes. Ya. Tenemos un punto para gastar. Y gancho.
It was starting to come back to
Los postes pueden ser ganchos
something you
para
never
usar flechas.
completely forgot,
Usamos Y
like
para
how to freeze
los postes
time
de
when
gancho,
attacking.
o para arrastrar
The
enemigos.
more he
hacia
fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Perfecto. Avanzamos. ¿Dónde está nuestro amigo Peter? Entonces prácticamente no sabe saltar el muro.
And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kessel run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off. No! Peter! And the kid ran for it.
No.
And a goggler nailed him with its ivy.
What? ¿En serio? ¿En serio mató a Peter?
The book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes.
Peter
Damn
para un
it.
final.
Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renato picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway.
Vete. Un minuto de silencio. Ya mucho. Adiós.
What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. "Where are you running, rebel?" cawed the Raven captain over the loud hailer. Renato could see them cranking up their catapults. "Just going out for milk?" Renato yelled back. "Where can you run?" laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. "Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life!" it cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven, a sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Renato could bring a game-changer. Maybe
Vamos a
he
reinar
could.
dos.
Renato had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Renato a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Renato could only rescue him. Renato dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
Entonces cogemos. Dice: no puedes hacer nuevos viejos amigos. La rebelión estaba fuera de tiempo y Reinardo necesitaba una pieza definitiva, aunque Lapino no era lo que cualquiera consideraría una pieza definitiva. Podría crear algún plan útil, tal vez rescatarlo. Valió la pena. La rebelión estaba fuera de tiempo y Reinaldo necesitaba una pieza definitiva. Un antiguo artefacto que derrotó a dioses perdidos sería, de hecho, una pieza clave. A pesar de que se dividió en 2 partes, hace muchos años, Reinardo podría construirlo, consiguiendo su armadura primero. ¿Armadura o lupino? Ya, vamos por el amigo.
Lapino.
Lapino, no lupino.
Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse. Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
O era solamente una trampa. O era una broma.
If I craft a sword now, it's going to be really short.
Gemas. Colocación de gemas. ¿Ya? Tu buen talento puede tirar honores por las gemas. ¿Ya? Todavía no he encontrado ninguna gema. ¿Y espadas? No tengo nada. Minerales.
Sweet. You could use this material to craft a spork. Or a sword.
¿Vamos de nuevo? No. 7. Cuervos, ya. Oh, bastantes cuervos.
People were frightened these days. Just 2 weeks past, Renardo had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the ravens caw about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice. Renardo's blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
Libertar a los cuervos. De verdad que no puedo saltar. No sabe saltar este. Padre, peinarlo. Un poco sube de nivel. ¿Qué llave necesito acá? La espada de héroe. Ya. Tesoro. No hay nada por acá, ¿no?
Yeah!
Avanzamos.
Come over here. Ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lupino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
Ya perdí un conejo, no quiero perder a otro. Avanzamos. Derecha, izquierda, derecha. La izquierda. Ok, profe. Con cosillas. Listo, vamos. Seguimos bajando.
Renardo felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that. It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Ah, ya, la resistencia está abajo, pero por lo menos puedo andar más rápido.
That could go rather well, actually.
Eso que tiene plantas nuevas. Bueno, es que no puedo volver atrás. Avanzamos. Ah, pero no es necesario. Y ahora puedo... velocidad de movimiento. Salud máxima. Causa más daño. No. Y... ataque inmediatamente con el ataque previo logra un golpe perfecto. Ventaja... no. Más rápido. Más vida, no más rápido.
Missed his old skills. He welcomed them back like it was at a reunion.
Acá. Espada errónea necesito. Seguimos avanzando. Salud. No. Por fin.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who
Easy
also
peasy,
happens to be a
lemon
deadly
squeezy.
sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Bueno, amigos, creo que lo dejaremos hasta acá con la decisión de visitar a Zenobia. O el ojo de un dios perdido debe albergar un gran poder. Prácticamente es como camino solitario. O veremos qué cosa, si tiene razón Lapino. Bueno, lo dejamos hasta acá. Espero que les haya gustado.